Hey guys, Teddy Ball Game here. Just out for a stroll with my dog. So if I sound a little bit short of breath while I'm recording this, that's why. Just want to make sure that this little one gets this walk today, and just trying to enjoy as much outside activities as I can. I wanted to get these thoughts down before they kind of fluttered away. I'm a pretty ADD guy, so sometimes I hear something really good and then I forget about it later. So I just wanted to get this video recorded real quick before it leaves my brain. I'm reading a book right now called Habits. It's written by a guy by the name of Mike Chamberlain, and it kind of dives into the science behind habits and the things that drive habits, and kind of how you can really better yourself by developing good, healthy habits. Gotta run across the street here. active day. And he really kind of gets into the science of it, and one of the interesting things he was talking about was willpower, and it was just kind of something that caught me off guard, because I believe it was in it would have been the fourth chapter that he was speaking on it, and in the 3 chapters preceding that, it was nothing but like hardcore science, and just a lot of numbers and a lot of facts and a lot of physical routines that you could do to build habits, and just a lot of case studies. And it was just really interesting to hear him talk about willpower, because it was the one thing that a lot of the scientists couldn't really quantify and really couldn't figure out ways to tackle. And I found it even more interesting when a couple of scientists did dive into it and they were able to quantify it to a certain extent, and realized that willpower is a lot like a muscle, is the way that he put it. It's something that has to be exercised. It's something that can wear out over time, and it's something that can definitely impact how you develop habits and how you just operate in your life. The example he used was that people lacked the willpower to accomplish the things that they wanted to accomplish, whether it be going for a run after work, going to the gym 5 days a week, having a good practice, I guess would be the application for baseball players after a long day at school. So he was finding that as these people's willpower were down throughout the day doing mundane tasks that they really just weren't interested in, whether be school, work, or anything like that, they're having a hard time sticking to the goals that they had set for other things like exercise, practicing a sport, or other stuff like that. And I just found that so fascinating, because that is one of the big reasons why we started Coaches Dugout Inc. is we realized that the kids between 9 and 14 years old, they have a short attention span. Their willpower has not been built up as it has in older players, like between the ages of 18 to 30. They just haven't had the life experiences to really build up that willpower muscle, as Mike puts it. And I just found that really, really fascinating, because that's what Coaches Dugout does. We really structure the practices to create maximum results and maximum efficiency. And I really want to hone in on that word efficiency, because when we're talking about efficiency, we want to make sure that we're not burning the kids out in the first 30 minutes of practice by making them do mundane tasks that are disorganized and don't seem like they're really leading to a certain goal. We focus heavily on teaching coaches how to structure their practices better, so that kids don't have a single thought to themselves. Now, you would probably think, well, that would probably have the exact opposite effect, right, Teddy? Kids are going to get burned out quicker if you structure every single minute of the practice. No. The exact opposite thing is going to happen. When you structure it out that carefully, things become habit, okay? And what I mean by that is that, yeah, I'm sure it will be tough, you know, the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks even, working with your kids. But once things become routine for them, those things will no longer drain on their habit. It will no longer be a drain on them to go and warm up. It will no longer be a drain on them to warm up their arms a certain way, warm up their legs a certain way, tie their shoes a certain way. Those things will no longer drain on them, and it will just become second nature for them. And that will leave a lot more willpower whenever you introduce a new drill, or you are working on something specific, or a game situation, something like that can drain their will and cause them to become distracted during practice. And I think that's really, really important, is that you cannot give up on the structure of your practices, especially, you know, the way that you show up to the field, how you get ready to get prepared for the practice, and then how you warm up for practice. Those things are huge in developing kids with strong willpowers, that, you know, when they are up against adversity, won't wear out and won't snap and won't crumble under the pressure. That was just a little tidbit that I wanted to throw out there. Definitely interesting stuff. If you haven't read the book or heard of the book, Habits, definitely go check it out. I might throw a link in down below to the Amazon account. If you guys want to go check it out. Again, it's by Mike Chamberlain's. Really interesting read. I definitely highly recommend it for coaches who are trying to get a little bit more inside kids' heads and kind of understand, you know, why they're wearing out at certain points of practice, or why they're not absorbing the information that they should be absorbing. So definitely go check it out. And again, don't be afraid to go check out our website, coachesdugoutinc.com. Thanks, and have a great day.